the sub headline was "Sweet Relief." Oh, that was brilliant.
Not me, but yeah, I know
Yeah.
I saw it.
Okay. I thought it was you. Okay.
I mean, the subheadline is quite catchy, isn't it?
It's so catchy. It's nice.
Relief.
Park moves to tackle sticky issues. And the other story is the Salima Sugar story. That Salima Sugar pleads for 24 billion bailout. State-owned Salima Sugar Company Limited has asked for a government bailout to repay a 24 billion debt inherited after the termination of shareholding deal between the Malawi government and Sugar and Allied Limited of India. The company claims that the loans were crippling operations, delaying expansion, and negatively impacting sugar production. Speaking during a visit by Minister of Agriculture Sam Kawali to Salima factory yesterday, the company's executive chairman, chairperson, and chief executive officer West Kosam cited challenges in maintaining machinery, which delayed this season's production and worsened sugar shortage.
Okay. You want to say something about that?
I want to say what I have seen is that maybe I think the Salima Sugar has resumed production. So we hope to start seeing the sugar in our shelves across the country. That would be the only thing. Oh, these things, the billions, what? If that's what is needed for us to be seeing the sugar, then that's okay. Because now, if you go in shops, you will not find sugar. What is sugar? Ojadi is what? Amabisa kabena bagidi zukrivuta. Head.
According to my belief, it's both. And the fact that when Salima Sugar Kaloti Bastigabali band, have only mostly been depending on Ilovo, perhaps it's been a bit of pressure.
But what was happening in Mbuyomu, we had only Ilovo, and we were able to have sugar throughout. What happened now?
I honestly, I can't tell you. Wow.
Yeah, Mbuyo Munja in 2021, going from 2021 going behind. The sugar is sugar was so.
Okay, the Daily Times front page headline here reads Injunction blocks pension protest by retired soldiers, and part of the story reads that the Office of the Attorney General AG has secured an injunction to prevent a group of 460 retired Malawi Defense Force MDF soldiers from holding vigils to demand the disbursement of pension arrears totaling 4.7 billion Malawi kwacha. According to a written notice of injunction, which the Daily Times has seen, High Court Judge Alan Mohome granted the injunction to the AG on Saturday, 2 days before yesterday, when the vigils were planned to take place.
Yeah.
Injunction.
Yes.
4.7 billion Malawi kwacha pension arrears.
Well, sometimes you don't even know what to say.
I know.
Yeah. You don't even know what to say because you owe people money. The people who you are owing the money are saying, "Give us money." You're not giving. So people have found ways. Okay, let's do the vigil to force you to give us. Then you have gone to court. And the court indeed grants you the injection.
2 days before the vigil.
And the court says, "Oh yes, we are indeed granting you the injection."
Yep.
I don't know. Amakoti waka zimatani. I think in ukara judge because when takaba sana ndondama zuba. Oro mutuze kuti pa 4.0 billion baja tabeleka kwa 1.5. Tabatsa. Ndiye akufuna bebeleka haya yakula aonetsa kuruna kakombiti. So ngandama zimunabazi. How do you expect the person to survive? Those people are makanda until they are retired.
And we're talking 460.
Nchito is not the only way.
And according to the information here, and who they had already planned, they've been planning these vigils, right?
Yes.
And the preparations for the vigils costed about 8 to 10 million Malawi kwacha. And only 2 days before the vigils were supposed to start, there's an injunction that has been taken. They have already spent close to 10 million kwacha in preparation for these vigils. So they've already spent money that they don't have.
Yeah, so
at this point, because like you said, they are retired soldiers.
Yeah, it's something. To me, I believe these are matters of leadership. I think utsogolele. You know, utsogolele uja umaonegera whenever things like this, we are supposed to come out, but they didn't come out. Okay? They were supposed to do the videos, but they have not done the videos because the money has been settled, or at least there is a commitment. Okay? Where there is a lack of leadership, these things are obvious. Why should the Attorney General go to court and get the injunction? Of course, Makoti, Makoti, they operate in their own world. Like, they will only make decisions based on facts that have been presented to them. So they wouldn't, I think, start thinking okay? So I believe also mwina pesa solo ya wao kuti apite komano ndinkani je kuti tumukanango apasa ndalama ingo apasana anthu makobili mulibe ndalama auzeni kuti ndalama tilibe. As government we are broke. I remember there was a certain former president. Unfortunately, I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, this person is trying also to come back as a president. Okay. There was a newspaper that quoted him as having said that Malawi is broke. Yeah? So maybe such kind of statements is what these people need. You tell them, I think we don't have money, government, instead of start doing that. Ndramas makobidi amene aonongeke chabwino apapa kuti no case yoyo iyambike kumvedwa chani ndizina zote ndramas zosawango wapasa bwana.
As a matter of fact, the High Court on the 17th of March ordered the state through the Attorney General to pay the retired soldiers the sum of 4.7 billion kwacha in arrears within 14 days. So that was in March. And the 2 weeks in March. And
this injunction has been taken on Saturday. And this injunction has been taken
on Saturday.
High Court
so this injunction, because this was the High Court in Luntha that inabanga order boma.
Yes. I don't know in the High Court and this is the High Court.
High Court, the same High Court has given the injunction.
I think it can't be safe from where.
Yes.
I think it's the same.
There's a bit of contradiction.
Yeah, because which one is which one? High Court says abaten and then High Court says
injunction. High Court says no, we are giving you the injunction.
Wow. Yeah, so it's some commando and it's different from Nchito's night. Nchito ngati ya polisi za masoja manesi aziphunzisi amakazoti they are going there because their market, the employment market in the boma.
Yes.
Ndemwali mbanthu aja abanga save
for years.
Kenaka akufuna no makobili awo kuti mwapatse simukuwapatsa.
And this is money they are owed.
And
they're not asking for it, they are owed that money.
Yeah, so put in the kanisa court, we cannot make more comments. Simple. Yeah. So there is another story here. Page 3. The Nation newspaper. It's starting from page 2. PAC meet to tackle economy, elections and violence. Public Affairs Committee PAC will from today host its 60th all-inclusive stakeholders conference in Luntha, with September 16th general elections, political violence and the economy topping the agenda. Delegates to the conference include representatives of the three arms of government, the executive and the legislature, and the judiciary, academia, political parties, and civil society organizations. On the other hand, main presenters will be from the Reserve Bank of Malawi, Malawi Electoral Commission, and Malawi Police Service. Akutero ndithu kuti ayitanisa ndithu mkumano abungo limene la Public Affairs Committee PAC kuti tikambirane ndithu nkhani zokhuzana ndi zachuma za ndale komanso nkhani zokhuzana ndi ziwawa zimene zikuchitika pamene tikupita ku 16 September elections. You are on is it business news? Yes.
I'll take one here. Headline reads: Tobacco market slow as earnings hit $107 million. And that's the headline. Part of it says the tobacco market has registered significant declines in both volume and value compared to the same period last year, according to the latest figures released by the Tobacco Commission. The data, covering the first 6 weeks of the 2025 tobacco marketing season to May 16th, shows a downward trend that could impact the country's foreign exchange earnings from the crop.
Uku Tobacco Commission warango mujotsa chidanti malunga uchi. Kani zafoja. Mai mwana mazoona kuti zimavuta. I don't know who is the CEO wa Tobacco Commission panopo. And I don't know the background yake ndi ajana. Anapanga ko za agriculture azi for Dr. Chidanti Malunga amaphunzitsa so za agriculture kubunda chani. Maybe it was a wise decision that the president made at that time. Governor, the commission made that time to hire a CEO from that background, because honestly the commission was kicking these stories are not palatable at all. They are not good sounding in our ears. It's bad because I mean, whenever we are in this season of the tobacco sales, when we are selling tobacco, I'm telling you, this is the only time that people breathe. Are expected to breathe and say, at least the economy is picking up. Foja, enenale maguru foja. Century amasewera.
Of course not.
Century amasewera. And then whenever you be hearing these stories, foja yo in terms of value, komanso ma prices, alima kudanda ula kugula more cheaper, and the government is busy folding arms. Why? Because they trusted the Tobacco Commission. Tobacco Commission is there to make sure that to the advantage of farmers. Whatever they do is because they are farmers. I mean, Malawi, Amalima, and Amina Zogan Pajazit, Mitengo is a Karabu, no dissonance hotel. I believe Antamina Magura Foja or Sura Mango Guizanota, Taguzanoti Grant and good. I believe the Matokarama meetings in between Kumagambilana. Again, this hotel. So, Komano, where you have people, I don't even know how to explain these people. Yeah, these are the results. By the end of the day, but by the end of the day, if a farmer in the village is crying, it means you, who was put there on behalf of the farmer to protect the interests of the farmer, you have failed.
Yeah, so what you're saying is the issue of leadership.
It's a leadership issue because Panobite, as I'm talking, I don't think even the president doesn't know that. I think the president agujua Panobite alimakulira kudi afoja kudi mitengo sagwagula bwi. And what is he doing? Because it's supposed to come from the president. Zakafike kwa Samugawale ajande kuti kokane mataye ndi anyamata ku Tobacco Commission kukula taona anitu is. Okay, so if all this is not happening, what do you expect? So these are not good stories to be hearing, and it ought not to be so. Tikumbukire kuti mene timayamba tinagwiriza naso kuti tiliso ndi newspaper ina ya Nkwaso. Nkwaso newspaper imatuluka kamodzi sabata ziwiri zilizonse, ndipo ndi yachichewa pali front page akuti ndale kwao andale kwao ndi kupondereza. Sub headline kuti chisankho chachipulula chisamalo wechinyengo. Katswiri pankhani za ndale wa kusukulu ya University ya Malawi UNIMA wachenjeza kuti kusagulizana muzipani pankhani ya chisankho maka chachipulula maprimary sikungathe ngati atsogoleri apitirize kumakakamiza makandidate pakati pa anthu malo moyimika yemwe anthu akumufuna kudera. Katswiri Ernest Tindwa ati mchitidwewu ukuonetseratu kuti andale ambiri alibe chilungamo ndipo izi zimasokoneza demokrasi. Ku DPP mavuto, ku MCP mavuto, zimene zinazo of course I haven't heard. My primaries, yeah. I think other parties are also doing, but I think it's not becoming very peaceful.
Because if you think about
and ambira makazo muna kumalo kuja opikisana palibe, I think they're just getting the urgent, the constituents and kumayimirira, and so I think inkani yake ndimene kuti zinthu anthu kuti vuta azibande, especially inu ya DPP inu da MCP inu dzukuvutana kumene koko anthu ati mumakhala munthu kali mulu mwanu tako kwakayimirira kuti instead of giving anthu you know, so anthu ena I heard someone amalankhula ndithu molusa mokwiya ndithu kuti ngati mudziti ngotipatsa anthu tikavutana kuti nde basi tisiyari situvuta ndi mudzikavutirana no. What if we can reach that extent? Andale osewa kukhozokhala zoti kulibe dzulo tinali ndi program yachi dzulo ndi makamba songa yomwe yakuzana ndi maginasi mathematics. You know, somebody also said the same. Kodi anangoti zibani za ndale zonse zatha. What will happen to make? They'll close it. Nangaziraniso.
Yeah, of course. They close
it. So if zibani za ndale kandi zotsutsa boma jambo narana zo zibani zotsutsa boma zose zatha amalayo tikuendera chimene achibani chimosi. What will happen to make? Basi si basi ndekuti titseka basi mavuto. So ndizo zokuti amanena zoti anthu aja akamanena kuti tiende chonchi. Tidutse apa zimathandizira anthu mudzimva kumekiko kumamva inunso azipani mudzimva anthu akamanena kuti yaya baba yaya itetere. I've seen a number of MPs zoti mu 2019 muja analosa ma primaries and they went independent anawina panopa zipani zoti ngatupiro independent ndoti chipani wacho. Yeah, guy, and it's not about your party, it's about the people who voted for the person. And
even issues that I'm putting up,
yes. There are even those issues. Yes. Yeah, so I think I'm Japan, headquarters Japan, but I don't even know what they think. I think they believe they own the party, I don't know. People who vote, they are too. Ndi anthu ndithu. So yeah, tione zina kuti Shepherd Valley iwala ndi magetsi adzuwa phungu wako mpoto ndera la ntcheu bwanje nanse chaula ndoko kwathu kumene. Ayika magetsi amphamvu ya dzuwa pa msika wa Shepherd Valley ngati njira imodzi yokhwimitsa chitetezo komanso kuti ochita malonda adzigulitsa ndi usiku. Kuyankhula pamwambo wokhazikitsa magetsiwo masiku apitawa andoko anati magetsiwo athandizira kwambiri kumbali ya ntchito za malonda osiyanasiyana zomwe zithandizire kupititsa patsogolo miyoyo ya anthu ochita malonda. Panopa constituency adayikawa. But this woman kwathu kwinapo kwanyo kwenda kukhazika kwanyo. So koma chitukuko chimenecho nkhani zofunikira I hope usuri dzitukuko zikubwera no ifo choti anthu afuna ayambiwa anthu afuna azipita kukavota. I believe kuti amayiwa apanga zitukuko ndithu kuderako ngakhale ineyo poti mwina maso athu tikamaona ina afe timaona with critical eyes. Komano nkwaso ndi umenewo mukhoza kugula kuliso nkhani za masewero ndi zina zotero mukhozanso nkhani za ulimiso zilimo mene mukwaso. Ndajiwa chizungu anajibwiresa ma missionaries. So yes. Yeah, so I think I will turn to the business news of the Nation newspaper. Maybe before you go back to the back page of the Daily
Mind
Times.
you, we have 4 minutes.
Yeah,
so
local
yes.
films lag in digital space. SME's chamber says persistent fraud affecting online films. Malawian businesses are failing to thrive in the digital space with published government data showing that foreign-owned films dominate the country's e-commerce sector. Data contained in the digital readiness report, assessment report published by the Ministry of Information and Digitalization in partnership with the United Nations Development Program, UNDP, on Friday shows that 70% of the survey respondents indicate that only a few locally owned businesses exist. Come I say, umatoka weganizia. Yeah, tell nditi ene. Ekati yambe kuvuta mane.
There, and that's what I could is a message over Besa.
Mukazi ambira Jesus. Fiber.
I saw somewhere to go to Kawaya, many movie. I was going to take a record. I was going to take a good. And I said, what does this Sunga fiber? Some winner, many more fiber in area say,
you know, these network providers, in open about matter, I think, and to our Mangojira, Maramana Malambid in Damalibi. Kumanga Kamalambid and Nazondama. We are not going to for me. You know, my talk my phone. Montagu, hello, Mungan. Can I go in a second? Sumuzim Vana. Ujasa versus Kumama is a bit.
And the funny thing is, Tinakanga, what it natures or
Timata
network. And we think it's a normal thing, you know?
Yes, and do you know that can even be an excuse? No. It's network. It was not me.
Literally,
and it's okay.
In fact, because of when Bida Monto to Sufuna and Kwana, you went Guambo Namizia when you go.
Hello, no comfort.
I was very negative.
Is that not out of experience?
Backpage with a breaking point. Kamwendo at the suspended Dynamo sack coach. The race for TNM Super League Championship is steadily heating up with boys being separated from men as the Dynamos have fired coach Andrew Bunya while Craig Sporting Club have suspended coach Joseph Kamwendo and 2 others. This follows the 2 teams' poor run in the league.
And now, at the back page of The Nation, they're saying coaches board awarded, fears more job losses, says some coaches ignore advice on deals. Yeah, part of the National Football Coaches Association says it fears more job losses for TNM Super League coaches because they ignore advice on how to handle their contracts with clubs before putting pen to paper. You know. If a coach is not performing, consider na EPL, kaja ama mama mshosatu. Maruza kwambili tuchokane. Nangazi these guys, the club Samakari ndai and they do business. It's a business. Okay, so if you are losing, chana makazote they have put a lot of investment in the team. So ama mchosa. Singani so yodi so antu sakuma bangaza mako and uone kunoko kali kawili nkani yake makali si matabu ino kali kawili achosana wina yambo ndrama zanga magudu koma had it been that you made your team to win you couldn't have reached that far.
Of course.
Yeah, this is it.
If I tegezere pomwepo city kanakwanitsa monga manthaito city kanakwanitsa kuwere news ina ili yonse imene mu newspaper zalero njenga limofuna uzawa zambiri zomwe zilimo komanso zina zomwe tawerenga zina zomwe sitawerenge inu upeza ndithu newspaper lazi zikupita mamitengo yosiyana panopa ili yonse ili ndi mtengo wake wache.
You made
in the 3,000
times 3,008 2,500 mkwaso is 500 kwacha mukatero ndekuti
muzadziwa zambiri zimene zili newspaper zimenezi kuliza ndithu kuona program atotsalira pano pokane Luntha lero 19 Thandi Mzumara komanso mzangayo
Robert Edward
komanso pamakina tinayi ndi Rodrick Kuwani mwakoma nonse.